Hello and welcome to another exciting video for Stack Play Love, in which we mess around with Magic the Gathering Arena. Essentially today we are going to look at starting another Premier Draft, but instead of just paying in with gems or coins, because we don't have enough coins, I'm going to have a look at the Mastery Pass. Now, I've been holding off this because there's no real point in paying for it straight away. It's not like you get any benefits for grabbing it on day one. But now, I'm not saying what level are they at, level 20, so I'm just off the side here. So these are all the things I've earned but are locked. And one of these is a draft token. So in theory, this is worth 1,500 gems to me anyway, because I'm going to do a draft. But if I unlock the Mastery Pass, then I end up with another 1,900 worth of value to try and make up, which is 200 there, 200 there, there. So that's 1,000 straight away. So all I have to do is either value the rest of the things at 900 gems, or just keep earning packs and see how it goes. I'm just listening. It sounded like someone was coming upstairs and asking me questions. And as I could restart the video at this point, I figured I would wait and see. But there's very, very little point in doing this. You will always reach the end of the Arena Pass if you play most days. It's not like when I went away for 2-3 weeks. This was a real boon and actually made it so I could get to the end and get the final rewards. So if we click back, it's very painful to get back. You have to kind of use escape. There are different pets and different colours that pop up, which are nice. But if you get to 80, you get the final mythic and the final orb. And if you don't get all of the orbs, then you don't get all of the cards off the mastery tree. And this is fairly unexciting at the commons and uncommons level, but you've got the legends around the middle. Now, I don't place that much of a premium on the alternate card arts, but some of them are quite nice. But so it still says $200 value, but really nobody would pay $200 for all of those card arts, would they, Dom? So I definitely do want to purchase this item, and we get an abundance of things. That's the one we actually want. We get a shark sleeve, which is fine. I mean, do we want either of these? I can't remember what we've got at the moment. We've got the Dragon of Great Wealth, haven't we? We'll replace the Dragon temporarily, and then we get a bunch of packs. Is that it? Oh no, we get some mythics, yeah. So we get a Questing Beast and a Rancor, which it says my first, but it's blatantly not. Some generic cards and 7 of the Mastery Gems. So let us cash those in immediately. And I'm just going to suggest and confirm, because frankly, we're going to get them all. It really doesn't matter what order they're in. It's not like any of these legends are ones that I've immediately slammed into decks, like Omnath, the elemental one from one of the previous ones. Sea Dasher Octopus is a good shout. It knows that I put the blue one in. So what's this? Yeah, we're never going to cast it, but let's have that. So what it's done is essentially allowed us to get to the blue, well, the elemental legend as fast as possible. So now suggesting might get us something rubbish, so we'll just go for black. So now when we draft, we're going to be seeing prettier cards, and weirdly, the ones they give the styles to tend to be the better picks, so it almost makes you slightly better at drafting by having these, which is kind of counterintuitive, but that's how it goes. So let us see if well, let's double check it's still recording. Yeah, 4 minutes, that's fine, we can do this. Pardon me, we now have a ticket entry, and that means that we are saving poor limited gems, and we have the one that everybody's using, the Giga. all the cards having two names means I've no idea what anything's called anymore. We want to take a lot of blue cycling cards because I want them, but oh, do we take an Oozolith again? In this situation, I think we'd probably go for the Grim Dancer because it's ridiculously good. I mean, it's a heavy commitment to black straight away, and this is good because 1 mana, 2 things get indestructible. I still think it should be a +1/+1 counter, but that's slightly too powerful for 1 mana maybe. That's great, but we're going to see those a lot later in draft than Grim Dancers. Frost Links is something I'd be tempted by because tapping down the giant things that people are making this format is pretty much as good as removing them, because 2 turns later you probably either won or it didn't matter that you killed it in the first place. Let's have a look who we've got on the table. There's another me. Yeah, so you can get duplicates of people. Getting messages, let's have a look. Oh, 12 notifications from the work chat. That's not what you want to see on a Monday evening. Right, oh, so Cyclone. I do want the Cyclone. Whenever it mutates, return target instant or sorcery. I don't think that is good in draft. It's been going very late, even though it's ridiculously powerful with some of the cycling payoffs. I do like Capture Sphere. I don't like trying to go 3 colour, and I think that's too early to take even such a medium rare as that. So let us take that. So that's the Menace Lord. The Menace Lord would go in a black-red deck, which is kind of where we are with those 2 cards. The blue would be a splash. I mean, Vulpikeet's amazing. Migration Path is very, very good, especially if you want to play a 3 colour deck, so people are taking that very early. But I think we take the Menace guy. Menace Lady, I suppose. But there's an argument for taking the lands at this point, but we've got 3 packs, let's just go for it. I like Swallow. I like cycling onto that. We've not really seen any decent black cards, which is unfortunate. That can go in blue or white, and is probably better than a Titanoth with the cards that we have right now. So I'm going to go for that. I do like Swallowhole. This guy is funny. He basically hoses a lot of sets, well, a lot of mechanics from the slightly previous sets. If we're going black-white keywords, which is my favourite deck to draft, it seems, and the Scorpion is very good. The Bushmeat Poacher is also very good, but at the moment we've got more good red and blue cards. So I think we take the red-blue removal. Okay, we're a little bit rewarded there. That's a very good cycling card. That's one of the best mutants because it draws you a card and it makes something evasive. So it looks like we are red-blue cycling mutating nonsense. Does having a 0/5 to mutate onto do anything other than give something haste? I'm not really sure. I think development is better. That's a great card, but it's not close to where we are. That's essentially just give target mutate creature flying, and you can untap the mutated creature. The white card that we passed straight away has come back, which is nice, but I think we're more interested in the red-blue stuff. We have a startling development, so I don't feel the need to pick up the second one right now. If there's something better than it, we'll highlight it just in case. Because at the moment, Grim Dancer is the only card that we can't play in a nice red-blue deck. Do we have a need for a 1-drop Gremlin? I think we do. That goes very nicely. I mean, Cathartic Reunion is always handy. It tidies everything up for you. But Capture Sphere is very good. Now, we probably don't want the Pangolin. These are all reasonable, which suggests that green was a little bit more open on our side of the table. But I think we take the land. Probably not playing it, but we'll take the card that goes in the deck. We take the Scorpion, because if we do end up drifting into blue-black, we definitely take that. And do we want to play with those lands? I suppose we do. Go on then. I put the islands in the deck. So, Titan's Nest, what does this do? Look at the top card, you may put it into the graveyard. Exile a card from the graveyard. Oh! Delve. Everything has Delve. Ah, what did this do? Whenever it mutates, return target instant or sorcery. We don't have many mutants at the moment, but that is a mutant. Really want one of those cards for taking home, but not over the thing that is essentially what our deck is doing. Jesus Christ, that's an amazing card. That's exactly what we want, with its special art as well. So, are we going to have instants and sorceries in the yard? We probably are. Ketria gives us the opportunity to splash into the green, which we know is open relatively. Right, so I'm going to do some tidying up. We don't want Grim Dancer in the main deck. We don't want Serrated Scorpion in the main deck. Why is my mouse playing up today? It's all over the place. It's one of the really old school Mac mice with no buttons and a tiny little ball. I'm getting all excited now. Oh, this guy! We always see this guy when we can't take it. It's every colour that we're not. Blue-red. So we've got the fight spell. This is two amazing black-white cards. I honestly don't think that that's better than just taking a Mythos for take home. As I've mentioned before, I'm probably going to get a playmat of that art, so it holds a special place in the cards that I actually want to get, and I don't feel too bad depriving somebody of it. We haven't really taken many rares yet, have we? Is that the only one? Gosh. Cast a non-creature spell, yeah. We've only really got 3 mutators, but we have the tiny little gremlin, the Glimmer Bell, and the Sprite Dragon, which are prime things to put it onto. Flying Tribal. Now, we have Sprite Dragon, which is flying. We have Lord... Oh, that's not flying. Wow. Okay, well, we probably want the Flying Tribal to make it flying. Look at this guy teasing me. I mean, I'd be very tempted by the dolphin. What are you? That's like the thing that powers up the Flash Tribal deck. My God. We definitely just want the flying though. I can craft the Sliver Wisp. I want to hover over my cards now. Do we have powers? Creatures, powers, creatures, powers? I don't know. If we're only sticking in 2 colours though, we probably want that. Right. Are we throwing monsters at people's head? No. We are putting instants and sorceries into our graveyard though. I mean, not as many as I'd have hoped, but oh my God, it came back. I am so taking it. Yeah, like, if you open a jank rare and it comes back to you, it's yours. This one. I mean, oh, the flying is just that little bit better in this pile though. Okay. I think that people are, I don't want to play the turtle, but I think I'm taking it just in case. I probably want to take that one home more. really have any humans, do we? We take a Whisper Squad. Host somebody's strategy. I probably wouldn't be playing that. Where are we? Destroy all non-land permanents your opponents control. Okay. So either we actually get some removal, or we draw a card every time we hit somebody with our little tiny flyers. That's been broken for me in draft, as long-time viewers will know. But we don't have any removal. We have Capture Sphere, so, and that exiles. That's fabulous. I'm definitely not going to try and build this on stream. Ooh. There's a reason to be white. I mean, we've got Capture Sphere and Glimmerbell, but the Skycat, how close are we to wanting to put some white in this deck anyway? I think we're only an Evolving Wilds away from wanting to play that, so that goes in the sideboard. That's a greedy card. We're not having that. I mean, it is our colours, but it's a greedy card. Oh, the Bouncing Shark is exactly what we want to put in the sideboard, you flipping idiot. There was so many cards in that pack we could have taken. That pack was basically our deck. There was a Flash Sphere up there, and there was one of the Glimmerbells. But we're seeing so many Glimmerbells, hopefully the other person at the table who actually wants them, who probably is the blue-white player, isn't taking all of them, because we want a second one for sure. Oh, see, how much cycling do we have in the deck? 1, 2. Not really much. So that, if we're splashing, would be brilliant. Target creature getting haste, trample, blah blah blah. Now we're going to have some relatively big creatures, and that's removal which we have lacked so far. Death's Oasis, that's not in our colours. If it comes back round, I might take it for greed, but we want the Glimmerbell for sure. Can't risk all of them coming back. But Glimmerbell is our favourite target to mutate onto, because you can untap it for 2 mana. So essentially, 2 mana gives it vigilance. So it's a flying vigilant. Did we take the enchantment? I don't think we did. That's the Menace tribal guy. We haven't really got any Menace. That's the Protoceratops, which we did take. So I think we take our first Frostlinks. We're starting to pad it out now. This can be cast in our deck. That's blue-blue in our deck. Heightened Reflexes is probably the best 1 mana combat trick. It's a human. I don't need humans. I need instants and sorceries in the graveyard more than I need humans. But oh, Easy Prey. God, I mean, I'm tempted to just take that home. But what do we have? We lack. Yeah, we lack the fetchy landy nonsense. But there's the reconnaissance mission we wanted. We are so rewarded. Essence Scatter's terrible for us. That, if that was the one that's white as well, then I'd be taking it. But do we take it anyway? Does the crystal? I think the crystal's just more interesting than the other cards. If we need the cycling, we're not playing the Sandworm. We're probably not playing the third Protoceratops, but we can play that as a red mutate card. I know it's kind of shaky, but it's we're not going to play 2 turtles, let alone the one we've got. Oh, god damn it, just put things in the sideboard. I wonder why the mouse is so bad. Sleepy Dart, what does that do? Frost something. Draws a card though. I've never used that. Let's try it. Hey, that is the white one. Green white, damn it. Why couldn't you have given us the usable one? And that's game. I think we rare drafted like a like a pro there. I mean, I don't know how often we're going to be able to put the white in for that. Let's just see what happens. I've already got a Windscald Quag. Huh, okay. That helps. I'm trying to rush this to say, oh, I'm drafting. But, yeah. We've got the Savai Crystal. I mean, we could have played that flipping removal spell. But realistically, how much white do we need? We wouldn't mind casting the Leosaur, but 2 red will cast it. We wouldn't mind playing the Skycat Sovereign, but playing him late into the game, then I'm absolutely fine with that. It's a 2-mana flyer that does stuff, because if we've got the mana to cast it, we've got the mana to make the catbirds that pumps it. So, what is this? I mean, I suppose we have to play with the shark sleeve, but is there anything more suitable for our shoddy flyers deck? There we go, she's a shoddy flyer. Charity sleeves. Here's the salt and pepper shakers. It is B R tiny W shoddy new oops potato fly. Your deck name is too long. So we're not going to try and play any games with it right now. I'm going to go and get a drink, sort myself out, and then probably play some constructed. But we've got I'll open those at the start of the next video. It's fine. I don't want to open the Ikoria ones yet, but I'll open those for. Cool. Thank you for watching. If you are enjoying this kind of content, like, comment, subscribe. There we go. Interact with the channel, because all of these things make YouTube like us more and bump us up the rankings so that we show up on the end of other people's videos. Right, speak to you all soon.